Hey, Jacqueline.
I smiled at her because we are in a cafe. Smiling people not allowed in. Is that how it is? I love uphill things, even if you don't. Right, everyone understands. Please just give her a smile. When we're done with the smiling, go back to acting cafe. I
Hey,
was just there
everybody.
for that.
Surprise. I'm not Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Erin. Erin, I see how to make you the host, but how do I give you sharing permissions from here?
Let's see.
Bottom right, hit the word share.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, bottom center, green share button.
Can everybody mute themselves, please? Unless you're talking, of course. Thank you.
There we go. I muted everybody.
Beautiful.
I can just see how to say, like, make you the host. But I don't
I can
want to
share my screen.
Oh, you can?
I'm good.
Okay. I listened to what Jess said. Jess, by the way, that was helpful.
Thank you. Thank you, Jess.
How are you guys doing? I know we muted you. You can unmute and then we'll mute you back.
It's more so for background noise, y'all. Sorry.
I am doing fabulous.
Great. I'm glad you're
good, Jen.
From your surgery.
Good to hear.
Have you guys been seeing some of our directors, like their posts from Mexico? Anybody like wishing they were at leadership right now? Yeah, just cold this Monday evening, Heather said. It's a little cold. And so some people are showing me pictures from the beach, and that's a little hard. But we're here together at least.
That's right. That's right. We've got 2 minutes till we'll get started.
Peg, where are you at? You say you're a cold girl and you love the snow. New Jersey. Okay. Yeah, Heather, that's where everybody is. Washington State. That'd be a fun little game. We haven't done that in a while. You want to put where you're from in the comments and we can read while we wait the next minute or so for people to hop on?
Amy, did you know that you added the AI meeting notes thing?
No, but that's interesting. What's it doing?
So it'll take notes for us from this call. My husband, it's so funny because my husband just showed me this, that they used it at work, and it like startled the host because it just kind of pops up and it says, you know, we're going to be taking notes for you or whatever it is. And so, and it's really good. He showed it to me. He said, you know, somebody was speaking and I guess they could pull the name of the person who's talking, and it says who was handling whatever she was handling. So
interesting. Okay, well, it's wild how many people like having to admit all these people into the group is really cool.
All right. It is 9 o'clock on the nose.
All right. So we can get started.
Now, is it already recording? Yes, already recording.
It is. Well, can you see the waiting room or should I do it while I'm talking? Erin's going to do the bulk of our sharing tonight, so I'll just get us started.
Absolutely.
So we have not really talked about Bring Back My Bar yet. One thing that I have talked to some of my team members about is how some people say, well, it's kind of a slow month. People are still not buying after Christmas, or just January can be typically a slower month. I don't think it has to be if you work it in the way that Scentsy has basically like what is it? There's like is this a baseball term? Like lob the ball up and we just have to hit it? Does that mean anything? I don't know. But they've set
Never
us
heard
up
the
for
word lob.
lob, no. But they've set us up for a way for us to be successful in a month that typically can be slower for sales. So Bring Back My Bar has been around since I remember when it started, so maybe like 2010, or does anybody remember what year? But they have consistently kept doing this program, and we do it every 6 months because it is a real good, it drives sales. So there, we voted, and now we have all these additional scents that are only available for right now, this month, January. That's it. And you have to buy them now and stock up or add them to a Scentsy Club account. So it's good for us consultants in two ways. Number one, we can get some great sales this month if they're stocking up, they're getting their 6 packs or whatever they need, or they're starting club orders because a scent has popped up that they have to have and they want to keep getting it monthly or quarterly or whatever. So there's a couple of different ways to focus this month, focus our attention. Erin's going to show us how to run the report to be able to find like who voted for these scents, who has previously bought these scents. And if you're new and you don't have, all this data, it's still worth your time to present this information and present the Bring Back My Bar scents and sell it to your customers. If you didn't buy the big set, the kit with all of them, that's fine. Pick a few that you think that you're going to like, order those and sample those out, or just start talking about, like, if it were me and I was picking 6, here's the ones that I would do. And just start telling your customers they won't buy if they don't know about it. So that's what I have to say about that. But Erin is the queen of reporting, you guys. She knows so much. She's figured out so much. Our workstation can truly do some cool stuff. So she's going to share how you can best use the Bring Back My Bar.
All right, everybody. All right, so thank you. Is your name Jacqueline Roy tonight? Thank you, Amy. I appreciate the kind introduction. For those that don't know me, my name is Erin Fluharty. I'm a Superstar Director, and I'm within Jacqueline Roy's organization. So somewhere amongst us, we are cousins or sisters or brothers or, I don't know, grandparents. Anyways, I love anything that can give me information as to a reason to reach out to my customers. And I'm sure all of us want a reason to reach out because we think we're pestering them, right? So we need to obviously get rid of that thought because that's not the case, especially in this situation. So I'm going to just jump right into it because for those of you that don't know what Bring Back My Bar is, you obviously got a little bit of information from Amy, and just basically saying that these are scents that come back twice a year. They're voted on. They're retired scents. It's very special. And so we have 25 of these scents, and these 25 scents are only available during the month of January and then another month in the year. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I apologize. So July. I was thinking June, but yes, thank you, July. I apologize. So the reporting, and this is a really great place to start, but if you don't have this, like Amy said, if you don't have this information, it's totally okay. The most important piece is having the names of the scents, who you know that might like those scents, okay? And, I think there's somewhere along the way that somebody has made if you like this scent, then you might like this scent. So that might be something that you'll be able to find amongst other consultants. I haven't personally seen one this time around, but I have seen them in the past. So if you have seen that and want to share that, that would be fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let me get off of my Facebook Mindset Monday, make sure I'm in my workstation. And I'm going to, let's see, can I separate this so that I can see both you guys and my screen? What do you all see? Do you all see a split screen, or do you still just see you guys? Both of them? Okay. Okay. So when you are in your workstation, you log in, you do your normal thing, you go to the reporting tab. Okay. Just click on reporting. And to find this report, you're just going to go to my customers. Okay. So reporting, my customers. And then under that my customers report, under the reporting tab on my customers, you're obviously going to see more than just Bring Back My Bar. And I don't know if you guys don't know this is here. I'm hoping this is like a little golden nugget for everybody tonight, because if you, even when Bring Back My Bar is in here, you will have this report here: customer purchase history, reorder report, and specifically product purchase history. If you're looking for something that's very specific, like when, I don't know, something comes back and you're like, I need to find out who purchased this previously. Something that might be Harry Potter, something might be Disney, you know, that type of thing. So, but the customer purchase history is a really great place to do your follow-up. If you don't know where to start, that's a really great way. I would definitely dig in there. It's very simple to use. But tonight we're going to focus on Bring Back My Bar purchase history. You can look at the voting results, but I'm going to focus on purchase, okay? So literally all you have to do is click on this link, okay? And it's going to bring up a few things. I'm not going to stay on this very long because I don't want, because we're going to have this on YouTube. It might be, you know, what is it? Pinged as like showing people's information. So, but basically you have all the information there, and you go to your export full report. Okay. And when you click on that, it will download to your computer. Okay. If you don't have Excel, you can import this into Google Sheets. And Google Sheets is a free option online, which will give you access to it anytime you want to look at it. So, but if you're on your computer, like I am, I saved it to my computer, and I am going to have to share that screen. So give me just a minute. Share, and look at that. Okay. All right, so this is going to show you, I have kind of moved people over so you can't see last names and phone numbers and addresses and all that good stuff, but this will show you everybody that has ever made a purchase of any scent that's on Bring Back My Bar, okay? So obviously, probably if you purchased a scent of the month, I had to delete one that was a scent of the month that had my name attached to it. I'm like, well, that was obvious. We're going to have 10 bars of that because scent of the month. So, but anyway, this will show you previous purchases of anybody that has made a purchase of a Bring Back My Bar scent that is currently available. Okay. So, this obviously is a piece of information. It's gold, right? This is a really great way to say, hey, Emily, I'm just going to let you know that you've got, oops, sorry, y'all, close down for me. You have a huge long list of favorites, and it's closed down again. She's on there a lot. So I would probably reach out to Emily and say, Emily, you have a lot of favorites on the Bring Back My Bar list. If there's somebody specific that stands out that maybe shows up a lot with a lot of different scents, you can just, you know, you can name them in the text or an email, or just talk to them on the phone or in person. But the list is yours to use for follow up, right? So we're gonna connect with those people. We're gonna let them know that those scents are available this month only, right? Now, for those of you that don't know about Scentsy Club, that is the only way people can get these scents after this month, okay? And those that don't know what Scentsy Club is, it's a program. If you are an Amazon user, you think of subscribe and save. So basically you can say, okay, let's say I want Snuggle Up, or woolly slippers, or, Taj Mahal. I saw it. Taj Mahal was one of the ones you guys posted in the chat. Love Taj Mahal. So you could say, those are your favorite scents. You literally could say, put them into your subscribe and save, which is your Scentsy Club, and say, I want to get these every month, or bi-monthly, every other month, or quarterly. Now, what I like to do for me, because I do this every catalog season. So I'll say, well, what scents do I love that I don't know if they're going to come back the next fall or the next spring, summer. So right now, you don't know what's going to come back for Bring Back My Bar the next time. So we want to get them loaded into a club of your own. If you don't have a club, I definitely recommend at least trying it out, even if it's just a few bars to get yourself a little discount, especially discount on your shipping. So let's say you're reaching out to, let's say Jess. Jess, we're reaching out to you. Jess, you love Taj Mahal, and I know that you're going to not want to be without that scent. So as my customer, I'm going to let you know right now that, yes, you're probably going to want to buy those 6 bars, but I'm going to tell you what, you're going to save 10% on that $30 in Scentsy Club. And then they're going to get a discount on shipping too. So they're already going to make that purchase, you know that, and then get them into Club, and they can cancel at any time. It doesn't cost them anything. It's just the cost of the product. If you have not dove into Scentsy Club, I definitely recommend it. And then also there is a lot of really great resource information within the workstation, obviously. So you reach out to Jess, you say, Jess, let's get you set up with your Scentsy Club, or just letting her know that she's got a favorite scent or 5 favorite scents. But you could tell her, hey, you can put literally 1 on a Scentsy Club for monthly, if that's something that person would love to have it monthly, but they could also put it in quarterly. And so I love doing it quarterly because it comes all at once. It's usually a pretty big order for me for my quarterly. And then sometimes I won't do a monthly, or I won't do a bi-monthly, but I can switch them around as long as you always have more than you need. If you need to take away from your club, you can, but you can't ever add it back. So always have too much rather than not enough. So these are all just like little bits and pieces I'm thinking of that you want to kind of recommend, talk to your customers about. Discounts on shipping, discounts. So it's $30. If they spend $30, they get the 10% off. At the $60 mark, they get 10% off plus an additional half off item. So this is the only place that you can get a whiff box half off. So that a lot of people that buy from myself, I'm sure Amy can say the same thing, that they put Scentsy Club together so they get that whiff box half off. A lot of people do their laundry products. They do their Scentsy the cleaning products. It's not just about the always get my bar. Okay. It's all consumables. So you can get your purifier filters on there. I get those half off. Those are my favorite thing to get half off because I feel like that's a pretty expensive cost. So these are just things I'm trying to think of that there's also these additional key features, but to kind of go back to the Bring Back My Bar, just knowing that the always get my bar is something that will always be in effect for the scents that they add, right? So I think I got everything covered for Club, why it's important this month. We want to get them to add it this month, and following up and using those reports is going to be like a key. Oh.
Sorry, I muted you, Erin.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. That's okay. Okay, so I feel like I went through that really, really quickly. And I don't want to just beat a dead horse. So can I go ahead and ask it? do you have any questions? Does anybody have anything specific that they want to know or talk about when it comes to Bring Back My Bars, Bring Back My Bar Report, Scentsy Club? There are no dumb questions. This is a really great opportunity to have kind of some open dialogue about this.
Can I just say, I have 3 Scentsy clubs. I have a monthly one, which is a whiff box, and I'm in Australia, so our whiff box is $59 and then $10 postage. So I actually get it for $63.10, and that's a business tool. I do a bi-monthly one because I supply my daughter with her washer whiffs, and I get 3 washer whiffs for about $20 off, and again that's Australian. $20 or $30 I save by getting my 10%. I order 2 and get one at half price, so that's brilliant. And then I have a quarterly one, which is all the bars that I don't want to miss out on. Right. So it's brilliant, and you can set it up. Like I said, I've got 3, and you can set it up however you like.
Exactly. Let's see. Thank you for sharing, Jocelyn. Appreciate that a lot. I think I think Amy's already answered it, but giving input on Bring Back My Bars, that the voting happens 6 months in advance. So I believe their voting just happened this month. So if you did not get to give input at that point, you'll be able to vote again for the next round, which will happen. I think the voting will happen again in June. I'm trying to keep track. So let's see. Who else has questions that wants to chime in? Go ahead. Amy.
Oh, Jess had her hand raised. Go ahead, Jess.
Okay, so I don't really have a question. I was just going to add to this. So if you are a Scentsy Club subscriber, you are privy to the club exclusives. You don't get to add them to your club, but if you order through PWS, you can get those exclusives. And I don't know how often they change, but sometimes they're kind of nice. And if I'm being honest, I've never ordered them for myself, but I do have a customer that there was something that was in there one time, and she's a great customer. So I ordered one on behalf of her, and you would have thought that I invented sliced bread, and that was her favorite thing. So I did that for her. But another thing, I have one customer who the only thing she buys from me is vanilla bean buttercream and sugar cookie bricks. And I don't do it all the time, and I never think about it until it's like a couple months before. So sometimes I have started a 1-month Scentsy Club and just got the club only bricks and added them for her.
Yes.
So she will buy 2 of each. So by the time you get 3, you get a half price one. So I kind of make money when I sell her 4. I do make money when I sell her 4. And then usually so I have a quarterly club. I usually add a couple then, and I just keep some on hand because I know she's going to want some summer-ish time other than the 4 that she buys at Christmas or Thanksgiving-ish. So I generally I cancel that Christmas time one. I'm waiting for Scentsy to come down on me and be like, okay, you have started and canceled this. You've hit your quota, but sometimes that works. So.
I love it. Thank you, Jess, for sharing. Like I told you guys, there's so many perks to being on Scentsy Club. I do want to chime in for Heather. She's asking for any suggestions for a newer consultant who doesn't have a lot of customers for Bring Back My Bar. So that's going to kind of go back to, obviously, if you personally haven't smelled the scents, sometimes it's difficult, obviously, to know who to cater to that are already buying from you. But that's going to kind of say, okay, well, if they like Luna, they might like, I don't know. So kind of going with if they like this, then they probably will like this scent. So that's probably the biggest help, I think, when it comes specifically to Bring Back My Bar. I would recommend that if you have a teammate, local or a sponsor or somebody that's within your organization, somebody you trust, to go in on Bring Back My Bars together. I know quite a few of us have done that here locally within my team, and we kind of split it. Of course, one person would get all the PRV, so that's just really the only drawback. But splitting it does save on cost. So just something to keep in mind. That way you would have them under your nose and you'd be able to talk to people very confidently with those scents. But that's obviously not something that everybody can do, and that's totally okay. Obviously, I could talk to you for hours about meeting new people and networking and all the good things about that. And I've definitely done my fair share of training on that. So I'd be happy to share how to meet new people and all that good stuff for you. I'll remember to, we'll share that on the Mindset Monday page. I have a YouTube channel that has that training on it. So
I see Krista has her hand up. Krista, do you want to ask a question or share?
So I always have a hard time selling Bring Back My Bars, and I've been doing Scentsy for like 6.5 years. And so this time I just ordered all 25 of the Bring Back My Bars, and I am doing a sip and sniff at my house. And so obviously I don't know when they're coming in. But I put in like my VIP group and the local parties that I have going that I'm going to be doing this. So I'm just going to do like, coffee, soft drinks, and, just small snacks.
Love it.
And I'm going to set up a table in my living room. And well, actually, I have a whole Scentsy room. So I'm going to set a table up in there and set those out. And I like everything in there. If they want it, they can buy it. So it's kind of like a good
out of my house.
exactly. But that way they can smell all of the scents because, you need to smell them to see whether you like them or not.
100%.
And it's a good way for them to come in and they can see all of the different products that Scentsy has also because I have everything here.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. And because I've always had a very hard time selling the Bring Back My Bars.
Right. Yeah.
And
I can speak to that too. I have done samples, all the samples.
yes.
And I've sent the felt in the mail to 100 people.
Yes.
So believe me, yes, I get it.
Yes.
I do love the idea that you've got though. And I have not done that. So I think you're going to find some major success in that because I mean, we all know getting together with people and they can actually smell the product. That's where it's going to be the success. I mean, that's number one for sure.
Yep. So that's what I'm gonna do for the Bring Back My Bar. And even if if you can't afford to buy all of them, if you have an open party, use rewards to buy, to get half off and free. So you can at least get some of them, and you could always do something like that too.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Krista.
You're welcome.
Sarah Thomas, you said you wanted to share an idea. Thank you for chiming in.
Yes, I think I got it. I'm on my phone Zooming for the first time and I'm like, I don't know all these gadgets and stuff. But anyways, I think we got it figured out. Okay, so When I joined Scentsy, I joined in October. I've been doing it 14 years, but so come January when we had Bring Back My Bar, my customers were still, I was in that new phase. And so it was like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? It's only been 3 months and like I needed to give them like a new spin, right? And so we had to Bring Back My Bars. And so I had started building my business doing bag parties. And so I have continued every year, January and July are, I do Bring Back My Bar bag parties only. So I pull out, so they're not overwhelmed. I pull out our normal fragrances because they've smelled those the last few months, right? And it's just Bring Back My Bars. That's it. So if you can invest in it, now again, I say if you're gonna invest in the sampler pack, you definitely want to get those bags out. Do it and do that. I think we talked about sharing. If you can get a couple people to go in on it with you, is a great way. And then if you can only do a 6-pack of those, put the 6-pack in there, throw in some flyers, and just like really when you're host coaching, like really talk up these different fragrances, let your host know that they can, that their people can message you and things like that. But that's how I get January and July and Bring Back My Bar successful is by doing those Bring Back My Bar only parties. And that's how I think as a new consultant, if you have only been in for a couple months or 3 months, it's a way to get those customers of yours that, may still be kind of friends and family that have only seen the things the last few months. It's going to give them something new. And then now I forgot what else I was going to. Oh, so we're halfway through the month. So you may be thinking like, oh gosh, the good thing is if you do some bag parties, you can have 4 or 5 of those suckers going out in 1 week. So don't be afraid if you haven't ordered the sample pack yet, do it now. Message some team members and say, hey, who wants to go in on this with me? You guys split it and you can have 3 or 4 bag parties going out in 1 week and get those, because I only keep mine open for 10 days at max. So you still have plenty of time to get those samples in, make those up, and then get those out to people. But that's just an idea on if you're new, how you can kind of spice it up a little bit for this month, and then also how you can make Bring Back My Bar success. Because I personally love Bring Back My Bar months. I have great success with doing those Bring Back My Bar only parties. So
Love that. I love that. Thank you, Sarah. That's fantastic. And I love me some bag parties. Like before COVID, that was like my bread and butter. I mean, of course, home parties, I try really hard. And the bag parties, I had, $600-700 parties. And I agree. Those are really good opportunity. Mary has her hand raised. I'm just going to shout Mary out because Mary was on a Spark session today and she had everybody like wanting to be her friend because she is just a ball of energy. And I'm so happy you're here, Mary. Thank you.
Hi, nice to see you again. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I did not have the money. My husband changed jobs or companies in September. So the money wasn't there this time around to grab that big bundle. So what I did, and I did it a little bit different. So you know how at the beginning of the catalog season, we see that top 6 list of, oh, these are our, it's on Canva. Somebody has shared it and shared it and shared it. Okay, so what I did was I plugged in my favorite 6 based on what the description was. And I sent that out to my customers, my top like 20 customers, and said, hey, these are my top 6 favorites of our Bring Back My Bar. It's only available from January 1st to January 31st. I know you have talked about wanting to understand what this is all about. Here's the 411 on Bring Back My Bar. And I sent that out. And I'm going to tell you, because I looked up my numbers, $153. $153 in Bring Back My Bar sales.
That's amazing.
Just in the last 13 days. So it, like, honest to gosh, like you don't have to buy it. And I hated it because I am one of those people where I buy all of them because I want to smell all of them, because half of these are ones I never smelled before because they were before my time. So I'm like, oh, I want to smell it, but I just didn't have the money. So I pivoted and I went with, these are my top 6 based on that. And Yeah, and now I'm getting Scentsy Club. I'm talking to people about Scentsy Club because of it, because I'm like, okay, it's only available till January 31st. So here you go.
Exactly, Mary. Thank you for sharing. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and I had a lot of fun with you today, by the way. I'm gonna just say, guys, listen, I was so excited when I saw you today. You were like, I was like, oh, Erin's on. I'm like, I know this one. I know so many. I was so excited. And like, it was, I'm gonna tell you guys, like Erin said, Sparks, if you haven't done it, guys, plug into it. It was absolutely amazing. I came away with so much. I mean, like seriously, came away with so much. So definitely hook into it. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know what Spark sessions are, basically it's something that home office has rolled out. I believe excuse me, I believe today was the very first day of them. You can sign up, you go to the Scentsy Family Consultants Facebook page, and there is a link, and you just sign up for the subject matter that you want to learn the most about. But you can actually sign up for one every month. And they do them, I want to say they're like 3 times a week, and they're all day long. And
no, they're all week.
They're all week. Oh,
they're all week. They're Monday through Thursday. Sorry, I'm jumping in on this.
You're
it's
okay.
Monday through Thursday, and it's like it starts at noon. We were actually the very first one. Like there was none before us. We were the inaugural one. It was really a lot of fun. You do have to be on camera. You do have to participate in that. But there's like 8 different topics, everything from recruiting to sales to follow up to how to be a better leader, like all different kinds of topics. And you just sign up, and it's like 30 to 40 minutes. It's very short, but yeah. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
That's okay. And again, it's all about this type of situation. It's not you're listening to somebody from home office talk. They're facilitating our conversations to spark discussion, spark brainstorming, that kind of thing. So that's kind of not what we're talking about here right now, but figured we would talk about that since Mary and I were on that call earlier. So yes, I think Mary probably walked away with a lot of new friends from that call. Let's see. Any other input, questions? I'm trying really hard to like go through some of this, but it keeps wanting to like reset every time I scroll down. So, but at that point, if we don't have anybody that wants to chime in about anything else, I will go ahead and shift to Amy.
Okay. Thanks to everybody who shared ideas. I think that's one of the things that makes our mindset calls and any of our Zooms so special is like, I don't live near most of you, but we all are able to come together and share ideas and talk about why we love this business and all that. So, and Mary, yes, I love your energy. And I'm glad that we talked about the Spark sessions because I think a lot of us, I like saw a blurb on it, but like we haven't really talked about that as a group yet either. So anyway, I counted out while you were talking, Erin. I actually was counting out just like 2 minutes ago how many people we have on, and I already did the drawing. So these are the 2 names I did random.org. I promise. These are the 2 names that I have. And if you guys, I don't think I have, I don't know if either of you are like on my Facebook to connect with me. So I need you to type in your email in the chat, and I'm going to send you an Amazon gift card. So, Kathy Johnson, if you want to like come on screen and say yay, 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 or you can just type in your email in the chat, and I'll get something to you. And then Denise Metter. Yay, there's a yay, yay, yay. Okay, can you send me your email? Can you put it in the chat? Are you able to do that? Or find me on, it might be confusing because I'm not Jacqueline Roy. I'm Amy.
Congratulations. So glad you guys won.
Oh, okay, there's Denise's. You guys are all saying congrats, and I'm trying to save her email. Hold on.
Thank you. How exciting.
Okay, I'm texting it in our text chat, Erin, just to save it emails.
Got it. Got it.
Oh, and there's Kathy. Okay, wouldn't it be crazy if somebody else just like typed an email address in there and I didn't realize it. And okay. All right. Guys, thanks for being on. I was trying to find my notes to see what we're talking about next week. Do you know, Erin? This is my job, but I'm. I don't know. It says.
I think we're going to be doing intentional marketing. I think we need to have a conversation to confirm that.
We are, yeah. We need to confirm our speaker. So
Yes.
it'll maybe a surprise, but we hope you guys will join us next Monday night, same time. Thanks for your time. Hope you have a great week. Bye.